This is the first time I've made a video like this using this kind of media, so I hope it comes across okay. Let me know what you think in the comment box and share it with your friends. Hey guys, I am gonna throw a little lesson out there today. This is my first time using this whiteboard to draw down a lesson, so hopefully it comes through for you guys. Is teach you guys about the HPA axis. Do you know about the HPA axis? Because it is a word that will never fit on a Scrabble board. It's about this long. It's hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. So just for a little reference, this is where we're going. So this is where the pituitary gland would be, right in the center of the brain, hanging off of the hypothalamus. So now we're gonna go back over here and get into this. This is supposed to represent the hypothalamus, and then this would be like the pituitary and the pineal gland coming off of it. And essentially this is a signal going down to the kidney. And this is a signal coming from the adrenal gland up to the hypothalamus. So when we're looking at endocrine function, we're looking at a feedback loop. So the endocrine system functions as its own chemical mediator, right? And the chemicals that the endocrine system use to mediate signal, you might be familiar with. They're called hormones. So the hypothalamus, which sits in the center, right? If it gives a positive or amplifying energy, we're gonna have more product. So the hypothalamus, positive feedback, more product to the pituitary gland. In turn, the pituitary gland is going to send the positive feedback to the adrenal glands. Boom, these little babies right here. And so this is where it kind of gets interesting because the adrenal glands are not primary, they're not secondary, they're tertiary in this feedback reaction, right? About an endocrine function that I think is most significant for individuals who are trying to relax, right? And that doesn't matter if it's just in your personal life, in family life, in professional life. Bulk of this lesson it really depends on what this guy has to say. We're looking at feedback loops. In simple, there's two different kinds. There's a positive and a negative, right? So if it's a positive, it's gonna increase the amount of product. So it's gonna increase the amount of chemicals that are released into the system, right? Via the cardiovascular system. If it's a negative response, then it's going to decrease the amount of products, right? And negative can also be neutral. So maybe this guy doesn't mediate a negative response, but he just mediates no response, and therefore it's neutral, right? And really, these guys are gonna play a little dance, which we're gonna see here in a minute, that this is the goal. Homeostasis is the goal. So, right? And how we initially react is how the whole system comes together. Positive feedback to the pituitary, so we are amplifying, we have more energy, more product. Sends a positive feedback to the pituitary. The pituitary is going to send a positive feedback to the adrenals, right? So hypothalamus to pituitary, down to the adrenals. This is where the response either builds or relaxes. So I got two options. If the adrenals react positively, the adrenals are going to signal the hypothalamus to secrete hormone, in turn amplifying the system, turning it up, right? And essentially what this does, after this cascade effect happens within the feedback loop, this will lead to a stress cycle. If the adrenals have a negative or a neutral reaction, this will signal to the hypothalamus not to secrete or to slow down the secretion. Over time, we'll state of relaxation. We just have to relearn everything and it'll be okay. Because we can teach our endocrine system how we want it to react in situations. For the most part, the ability to mediate the response. If you want to know more how we mediate relaxation and stress responses, tune in next week. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in and watching me. The button to subscribe, and I'll look forward to seeing you in future videos. Share with your friends.